Alright, so we're gonna start out by removing the filter option here because we don't really need this in here. And we're gonna add in the variable is private, and let's just put this to true. Additionally, we also want to go in and just create the private one here. So let's go in and make an item here, and in here let's just write, let's say, a checkbox here, and we want to have the model as form that is private, and then we just want to ask if the user wants this as private. So by doing that, we are basically going in now and just creating a checkbox here, and also we want to make a middleware, so make sure that the user is logged in. Later on, we're going to look at how to create a middleware that will check if you're admin. We're going to use that across multiple functions during this course. So for now, this is actually everything we need in here. So if we now go in and just go and refresh the page, make sure it's correct here, you will see this is what we get. This is obviously not very broad. You might actually want to make this a bit broader just for styling's sake. So we can go down here below and put in a card with minimum width of 400 pixels. Now obviously this is not 100% responsive, but you can go in and make that yourself with some media queries. And then we also want to go in here and make sure that we have is private. So we want to have is private, and it's going to be required. And then we want to have is private here. And otherwise, it's actually now just going in here and passing through the forms. Let's go in and say this, that Axios post, and let's in API, and let's actually go in and just fix them here because I realized we had an error before. So if we, for now, instead of grouping everything, we just quickly go in here and do it like this. Just make sure to put it as Sanctum, and then otherwise we now have the opportunity to verify that you're logged in as a user. Later on, we're going to look at checking multiple middlewares, so we can have like an admin one and other one, but for now we're just gonna go with that. So what we can do now is we can just go in here and copy this, and let's add in some information here. So we want to have title, it's going to be this, that form the title. Description is going to be, and then we also want to have slot, and also let's go in and add is private. So first of all, we want to just make sure that this is working properly. So let's go in and assign this to response property and console.log. So what we just quickly want to go in here and see is that we're getting an error message, and this error message should be the title field is required, and this would then allow us to go in and verify here and also add in validation for later on. So now if we just go in and test this a bit further out, if I go in and enter some random information here, what should happen is we are going to create a course, and we also need to add in title to fillable property to allow mass assignment. So let's go in and do that inside the models. And what we want to have here is slug title description and is private. And if we now click new course, and we just have a duplicate here, that's the issue. So oh, that's at least what it says here. Let's go in and just delete this for now. And also let's go in and make sure we also go in and delete everything here. And now it works. So what we have now here is we have the opportunity now to basically add in a course. So and there's a couple of things we actually can do now that we didn't do before. So if we go inside inside lessons, and then let's say and we can add in the delete here. So let's look at that later, because we actually also need to look into something else, and we need to make sure that we are gonna handle the errors balance. So I think that's better to keep in one video, and then look at deletion when we actually are gonna go through deleting the course. So what we can do now is we can basically just copy the style of our register here. So if we go down below where we have the register.view, we want to have the errors and just have them there. And then let's just go and add the then. And also let's go in and make sure we assign it here. And what we want to do here is just console.log errors. So now if we try to create a course, we get this here. And what we can do now is we can go in here where we console.log, we can now assign this to errors. So let's go in and do that. So this.errors is going to be equal to errors. And now what should happen is we will get these here. So like we just need to make sure that title field also get the correct one here. So let's go inside here in the top. And additionally, we can actually go in and add this to this priority here, though I highly doubt there should be an error here because this is automatically assigned as false by default. But if you want to go in here, just do it like this. Though this is a bit unnecessary because we are obviously already, it will always have a value regardless if it's false or true, it will still go through. So what we can see now here is that actually now it's possible to create a course. So in the next video we want to go in and just looking at how we can maybe go in and besides just creating a course, also how to view the courses, but we also want to take a look at editing the course and also going in and having the option to delete it. So that's all for this video. I will look into doing some of the videos I've done before with poor audio quality and re-record audio. So I will see you in the next video and I will make sure to upload those videos. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and you'll see more of those videos, and as well hit the like button.